Welcome to the first video in the Ask Lady Olena video series to help my friends learn a little bit more about the game. We are in Game of Thrones Conquest, and today we're going to be talking about farms. And farms are pretty simple. They may take a little time when you're first getting started, but once you get comfortable with them, they are very easy to do and will help save you a lot of money on packs. So first things first, you're going to need to know where in the world you are. So if you go out to the main portion of the world, you're going to come out and look at your coordinates. So you're going to either write those down or copy those coordinates. I'm going to copy those coordinates, and that's the two little boxes off to the left of the coordinate numbers. And that way you can come back to your spot once your farm is made. Next thing you're going to do is go to the settings in the top right-hand corner. You're going to look at your account. In your account, that should say bound. If it is not bound, like this one is not bound, then you need to bind it. You'll either need to bind it to Facebook or need to bind it to Game Center. With the Android app, right now my only option is Facebook. So you need to have that green and bound before leaving it. This right here is a farm, so it's okay that I'm going to leave it unbound. First, you'll make sure that it's bound. Next, you'll invite friends. That is your friend code. You get 50 friend code uses with each login, with each account. You'll want to copy this code, and I highly suggest not using all of your friend codes on your main account. You'll want to grab the friend code from your farm accounts. So again, you're going to copy the code, I'm going to back out of here, and start new. Again, I cannot stress this enough, find your account. If not, you can't come back to it. So this account, I know I'm not going to come back to, so that's okay. So start new, you're going to get a couple pop-ups, and that's okay. Now when it starts the new game, it's going to start it in the most recent kingdom. And for those who didn't know, there are many kingdoms and they get merged. So lots of fun stuff there. We're going to skip the banner. We're going to close out of the special options, and it's going to pop up and tell me what kingdom we're in now. We're in 214. Again, we don't want to be in 214. That's not our kingdom. So we're going to hit OK. We're going to go to settings. We're going to use our friend code. And we're going to go to our clipboard and grab our friend code. There's our friend code. Hit OK and join. Now, we realize we haven't bound this account, but we've only been in it a few seconds, so that's okay. We're going to let this come back up again, and we should be in the correct kingdom. And our kingdom right now is 146, so we'll wait and make sure that it says 146 when it does come up. And sometimes the game lags. We're going to skip the banner. We're going to close out of the offer. And we are in the correct kingdom now. First things first, you're going to want to build the, first you want to check the events. When checking the events, you see we've got an hour left on Rich Man's Shadow. And we have 8-9 hours left on Proud Display. We don't have any other offers or events that we need to take advantage of right now. When they layer events, that's when you will really get a lot of rewards. So if you look at the rewards, the first few tiers are not very good, especially since you can't transfer brick. But once you get in the higher tiers, you'll see there's gold. Gold is very useful. The boxes of resources are very useful. So we're going to get on this event while it's still going on. We're going to start by creating our port. And We're going to be checking on that often. We're going to create our tavern and gather our rewards. Those speed ups will become very useful. We're going to gather our storehouse shipment and upgrade our keep. Anything under 10 minutes of building upgrades automatically, so you can go ahead and finish those immediately. Now you'll notice the event rewards are flowing in. That's wonderful, and we've already raised up our house level with these events and the house prestige that was given to us. So now down here at the bottom right hand corner, we have the gold. We're going to click on that, and it's asking us to find a liege. Now you'll see there are many options out there, and it means that someone has a unlocked banner slot, and if they have an unlocked banner slot, they've opened their back door. So you could join a house account, you can join any account. As you can see on here, we have Hero, which apparently has an open bannerman slot, and we can join them, which is a great way to spy if someone is stupid enough to leave their bannerman unlocked. So then when you click on their banner, he actually gives you 200 gold coins for having joined an allegiance. And you'll see this allegiance has 62 members. That's a lot of members. And if you click on them on the banner, you can see a little bit more about them, and you can actually go in and find all their locations, which is very dangerous in this game. You can also see their allegiance chat. Now he's giving me my 200 coins. So you can either spy, or you can stay with them, or you can leave them. I go ahead and leave because I don't belong here. You've already collected your 200 coins. You don't need to stay. It's sometimes fun if they go ahead and get gifts while you're there, but most times you won't because there's smaller alliances that don't know what they're doing yet. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and build up a few things around your keep. Now, okay, I'm going a little ahead of myself. You want to look at your quests, because your quests are where your rewards are going to come in at. And he's leading me through to tell me how to collect them, yes. So you're going to want to collect these as you go, but not necessarily the moment each one pops up. There are certain points you'll stop and collect a bunch of them. But obviously you're going to have to build up everything a few times. The goal is to get to keep 6. At keep 6, you should have enough speed ups to get to keep 6. And you should get enough resources to make it worth your time. I can get to keep 6 in less than an hour usually, depending on how focused I am. Most times I'm just watching TV while doing this, so I'm not as fast. So you're going to go ahead and collect these. And when you exit out of here, you'll see the rest of the rewards coming up for our event. And we have leveled up again. Now, on that level up, we were able to get a second builder. You'll want to use that. And we were able to get prestige by our tavern rewards, so you want to use that. Okay, and then when you come back out, we've leveled up again. So we want to keep doing that as fast as possible. So I'm going to rush a little bit through, as our goal is to get to keep 6. So if you're not familiar with how to get to keep 6, you want to upgrade your keep over and over again, and seeing your requirements is how you'll get there. So you can say, okay, I've got to upgrade my wall. So I'm going to go to wall, upgrade. It says I have to upgrade my watchtower. So I'm going to go to watchtower, upgrade, and we're ready to upgrade. Now we're going to keep peeking over at our port to keep collecting those, because that is one of the quests, is to collect from our port. Although I don't believe we'll collect from it 8 times if we're quick. We're going to go ahead and upgrade our wall, and you'll get used to the rhythm of it where you know exactly what is due next. There's our barracks. And to upgrade our barracks, we need a war camp. And to build a war camp, we go here and build. And we're going to need to go ahead and level it up because we're already at Keep 2 and we know that that's the next thing it's going to need. So we're going to level up our barracks. And go ahead and build our stable. And the way you can tell that your building is available to upgrade is with the green arrows on it. But also the light will shine on the building if it is not yet built. I'll show you that in a second. So we're going to upgrade and upgrade. And we're ready to upgrade to the next keep. And finish that for free. We have upgraded our house twice. And you can click on the quest. Okay, so now you'll see that the smithy is dark, but the range is lighter. The light is shining on it. That keys you into the fact that that is ready to be built now. So you can click on it and it is ready. Whereas if you do click on the smithy, it'll say you're required to have Keep 5. So we will get there, we're just not there yet. So we're going to upgrade. And we're going to upgrade because I know that these need to be done. But if you want to stick to the strict, okay, what is the minimum that needs to be done? You can go through and look at the requirements and the storehouse. Now, the storehouse, for those of you who are not familiar, is what keeps you away from your loot when raiding a farm. So it helps protect more and more resources. So you do not want to upgrade your storehouse any further than you have to. So minimum upgrade only. And so we did that, and we're going to upgrade our wall. Now, this is 10 minutes, 30 seconds. So I take those 30 seconds and I go ahead and collect. We do have speed ups, but at this point we only have 5-minute speed ups. So I save that extra 30 seconds and that extra 4 minutes and 30 seconds on a speed up to go ahead and collect the quests. And it also helps keep you in mind with, oh, we need to go ahead and kill a creature on the map. Which, with the original amount of troops that you get, you are able to kill creatures. You're able to kill up to a level 3 creature. Okay, so we're going to look out here for a level 1 creature, and it's got the search on. And sometimes you get a nice region, and sometimes you have to go a little further out. And it looks like we might have to go a little further out. Right now there's a creature event going on, and unfortunately it has reduced the amount of level 1 and 2 creatures. I have, unfortunately, due to this event, had to use a random teleport in order to get into a better region. And it looks like that might be the case here. Move a little further up. We don't want to go too far because we haven't researched anything or have any gear on that makes us go with any speed. So our troops are very, very slow. So more than 20 leagues out, it's going to take a little while, but we're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to attack. You'll see the march is going to take 8 minutes, and you have a power level of 200. Now, if you back out, let me show you. Under Militant Camp, it says 38 power. You're going to need at least 38 power to kill this creature. When you attack, on your right-hand side in the middle, it says you have 200 power with the level 1 militia that you have. So that's well enough to cover it. So you're going to go ahead and march. So while you're marching, we're going to come back and go back into your keep. We're going to collect from the port and finish upgrading. And in the meantime, we'll let that go in the background. So go back to where we are. We're going to upgrade the range. To upgrade the range, we need to upgrade our sawmill. And once once you get the hang of this, you'll know what needs to be upgraded next, and you won't need to click through each time. You'll be able to just flow right on through it. So we're going to upgrade. Now, this is where your speed ups are going to come in. So speed up, and we're going to go ahead and finish it. Never use your gold to finish it. Your gold is too precious. You'll need to turn that in for resources. Okay, so on keep level 4, I already know I'm going to need to upgrade. And upgrade. And since I have a second builder, I'm going to need the medic tent. And have that up to a level 4. I'm going to use my speed ups. Upgrade again. Okay, now that I have that upgraded, I'm going to be able to build my Meister Tower. And finished. Now, this is where Tyrion's quests change. So the basics, you're going to have the same over and over again, building your city walls, building your different items around your camp, but the research and the crafting does change on occasion. So knowing exactly what he wants, when, in what order he wants it, helps out so that you're not wasting your time. Because if you go and do a lot of research that's unnecessary, then you've just wasted your time and your resources. So far he hasn't asked us to research anything yet. But he has asked us to go ahead and train. So we're going to go ahead, we've leveled up again. We're going to go ahead and train. And we're going to train the squires. And the slingers, and the militia. We'll let that go while we're upgrading everything else. Okay. Getting those upgraded. Again, kind of keeping an eye on our port. And again, the trap maker was lit up, whereas the workshop is not quite lit up yet. So I know that we're not ready for that yet. So we're going to upgrade our watchtower. Go ahead and click on some Tyrion quests. So we can get some of these 1-minute speed ups, save some of our 5-minute speed ups. Right now with the events, we're getting lots of speed ups. So you won't run out of speed ups. Occasionally you will when you don't have events going on, and it's very stressful when you get close to the end and you're out of speed ups. It may take a little longer. Okay. And we are ready to upgrade to level 5. Now the keep level 5 is very important because at that level you get an advanced teleport, which is something they changed from the way it used to be. You used to get an advanced teleport as soon as you created your keep, but they changed it to where you have to actually get all the way to keep 5 in order to get an advanced teleport. And donate customer support. Okay, so we're going to look at what we're doing. We're going to go ahead and speed these guys up. Then we're going to upgrade. Because we do want to get to keep 6. And that way we can get done and eat our farm. Now some people, they go and they name their farms and they create banners and they set the way they look, and I don't bother. It just takes too long, and I pretty well like to just speed through. It's your prerogative. Sometimes it's fun if you're gifting a farm to a friend to name it something fun so that they know it's from you. And I am just not paying enough attention and just trained footmen again. We're going to actually train... Well, nope, we've got footmen. Okay. So, we're going to speed through these. You can kind of see the pattern just going through the steps of speeding it up and following the quests. It's really not a hard process, and once you get the hang of it, like I said, you can do it in your sleep. Personally, I do it while watching movies, and I can usually get through a couple in a movie. You're going to be training the first 2 levels of each of those types of troops, and your workshop each of those type of siege. And as my friend Atlas says, once you get the hang of it, it's slather, rinse, repeat. And you are able to crank these out pretty quick. These are great gifts to help you upgrade your own keep, but also to help friends who've recently been hit. They can help heal and reduce their healing costs. Again, catching our port there. Grabbing our wall. Okay, and you can see my speed ups are running a little low. I'm going to go back to the quests because they are part of the rewards from the quests. Now you can see our research for the economy tree has now come up. That will be something we'll have to research. Again, do not do more research than he asks you to do, because the cost is not worth it if you do not have a reward for it. And if you ever want to see what the reward is, you can actually click the information and it'll tell you what it's going to reward you. So then you can collect it. So you can see in advance if it's worth going that extra step and collecting. Now the collection at the top where it says 2 of 8 right now, that is where you get most of your rewards, the highest rewards. So filling those up and finishing that off each time will actually be very beneficial. And the investigate food and wood on the combat map, that is pretty easy to do. You'll just follow his tutorial and continue. Now this will sometimes be a problem. Like right now I have a march out, so it won't actually let me complete this one. This is why we have a problem with having a march so far out to kill a creature. So I actually can't complete it. But if you ever have a glitch with it, you want to go ahead and close the app and reopen the app because it should be an easy one to do. Okay, and we've leveled up again. Okay, and you'll see that we've now killed a creature. We've now trained. I'm going to go build a smithy. Now the smithy, I do like to go through and do all of the crafting, which is usually a level 1 of each item except the trinket, and a level 5 helmet, a level 10 helmet, and then level 5 items, starting with the chest plate and moving to the right. If you have time to do it, you can do it. It's very rewarding with very low cost, because it's just stuff that isn't for resources anyway. It doesn't cost you any resources to do. Alrighty, so looks like in the region that we're in, we're not going to be able to actually kill a level 2 creature and go through that. We do want to go ahead and level up to the next keep level though, because you do get a nice little boost on resources. Don't train a lot of troops. During a troop training event, it is really easy to get rewards. And as you can see, if you click on our events, you can see we've completed the Rich Man's Shadow. So we've gotten all the rewards from that. The crafting rewards are pretty good. The troop training rewards are excellent. And they're really easy to do on farms. So I highly suggest working your way through all of the events, but you don't need to train a lot of troops if it's just a farm. You do need to train at least some of each type of troop because he does reward you for that. And then on traps. Obviously, you don't want to make a lot of traps because they take a long time and they're going to injure your troops. So for level 1, he only asks you to make 1. And for a level 2, he asks you to make 10. And again, these can change. So pay attention to what he's asking when he's asking. And you can bring that down to 10. Again, speed through it and you don't have to worry about it. And we're going to upgrade. And while that's upgrading for a second, we're going to go ahead and click on the research. He asks us to research the economy. And I know currently he has asked us to research the logistics. And welcome back. Our game glitched, as it tends to do. Somewhere during the middle of a farm, it tends to glitch. Thank you, Warner Brothers. So we're going to let this reload. You should be able to go back into the farm that you created. So as this is loading, we're going to see that our keep is continuing to build and we are researching. You can go into your inventory and create or open up your second Meister. So you're going to research, and I know currently logistics is another one that he asks us to do. One in the research under logistics and one under the research under economy. So we're going to click in here and collect. Not sure what I clicked on. Okay, we're going to go back. And we're going to click into collect these. And normally, you would be able to investigate the food and wood on the combat map. You'd be able to kill the 10 creatures, kill up to a level 4 creature, and do a lot more of these. Unfortunately, with the time constraints, I don't want to have you sitting here too long. And with the area that we're in, we're not going to be able to catch the type or kill the type of creatures that we're looking for. So for the sake of time, we're going to do the minimums that are easy to do. It's not very exciting. It's pretty simple. Okay, and so we've done most of them. We have a decent amount of resources. We just leveled up again. So we're going to click over here on your resources at the top and open our boxes that we have received. Usually for events, you can get some decent boxes. We're going to open all of them up. And with our gold, we're going to go ahead and purchase boxes. With some events, I mean, you can get lots and lots of gold. With this event, it's a little gold. So we're going to go ahead and buy a 1,000,000 box. And with the rest of the loot, we're going to go ahead and buy 4 of the 200 boxes. Alrighty, so now we have all of our loot exposed. Our troops are back. And we're going to go out to the combat map. And we're going to find something simple to scout. Usually there is a level 1 keep. I try not to scare too many players. There's a level 1 keep. So it's a keep no one's actually using. And we're going to scout them. The reason to scout is we'll remove our peace shield. Otherwise, our peace shield would be up for 5 days and we risk losing the farm. So we're going to scout it. And we're not going to worry about what the report says. So we're going to go ahead and go to our location. So what were our coordinates? We need to look back at our coordinates. Okay, once again we glitched, so take 3. And here loading. We have now popped our peace shield. And we are going to go to our coordinates. Okay. Wait till the game acts right. Okay. So let's try this again. We're going to go ahead and collect from the port, which that gave us some grains. We're going to need to make sure we open that up so we are able to use it. And we're going to go out to the main screen and go to our coordinates. Right now we are at 359, 1429. Go to. And there is our keep. So we're going to teleport. And we're going to teleport right beside it, as close as you can possibly get to it. That will leave very little room for your troops to have to travel back and forth. And it will let you not have yourself exposed for too long. If you were too far away when attacking, you're exposed to people attacking you. And you cannot put up a peace shield because you have a hostile march out. And we'll talk about war tactics in another video. So you park yourself next to your other keep. And now if you know your peace shield is down on your keep, you can scout yourself. But, you know, since we had a level 1 keep there, we went ahead and scouted ourselves, or scouted the level 1 keep. You also want to make sure you're collecting your daily quests. The daily quests also open up additional resources. Okay, so your gold is spent, your boxes have been opened, your peace shield has been dropped, your resources have been gathered, your port has been collected. We're not going to sit in it another 19 minutes in order to collect that again. So we're done. You could... Oh, we're not done. Try again. We're going to get a nice boost for this upgrading. So we got a lot of stuff for that. Okay. Nice try. So we're going to make sure we open our boxes. We got 130,000 grain for that. And we got 130,000 wood for that. First video, bear with me. Alrighty, so we now are ready to leave our happy little village. There's so much more that we could do with it, but right now I'm very happy with 1 million in grain and 2.3 million in wood. You will have some of that that's protected, but unprotected I'll get about 700,000 food and over 2 million wood. I'm happy with that. That was well worth my 20 some odd minutes of playing with a farm. Okay, so you will go up to your settings, you will go to account, and you will switch account. When you switch account, it'll ask you which account you want to go back to, whether it be Facebook or Game Center. Again, with mine, I only have the option to do Facebook, and you will go through the process of getting into your regular account. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that this is going to lead to a lot of happy farming and a lot of free resources for you. A couple tips, don't have a lot of farms all at once. Some people have many farms all at once and it gets a lot of attention and can lead to people attacking you. You are most vulnerable when you are eating your farm. So you have to be very careful to not do it in a conspicuous place, such as right next to a seat of power or right next to enemies. You want to do it in a semi-private location, somewhere on the map that isn't heavily populated and isn't heavily traveled. You also want to make sure that when you finish eating your farm, it's going to sit there and smolder with the fire and the smoke. Go ahead and use your siege weapons and clear it out. It's only a keep level 5 or 6. So it's easy to clear out. Hit it about 4 or 5 times with siege troops, depending on your troop levels, and you should be able to clear it. It goes into La La Land because no one will ever log into it again. You also want to make sure that you don't have too far of a march, as I said before, because a hostile march that far away leaves you open to people porting in beside you and attacking you. If I think of further tips, I'll put them in other videos. I hope you enjoyed this. Happy farming. Thank you.